How's everybody doing out there today? It's 1 o'clock in the morning on 5. Look at that. This month is starting to crank a fast one. 5/5, 2023. In front of you, you got Lunaone with her big burns going on at the moment, all the way to maybe all the supply. In the Also, I got to talk about this. Steve says that, hey guys, hitting it hard end of the week. Things are going great. So between that and the journey with them, Luna One, and of course Apollo and GSX, SafeMoon, Grove, John over at Grove. We have bigger news now than we ever did. Then you look here, we are working with up to 5 tokens with utilities that will launch on the Grove blockchain and other chains, paying Grove as reflections and buying and burning Grove on the networks. So that is good to see that they're doing that. And of course, the blockchain is very much doing good. There's been over 1.2 million total blocks so far, and average speed of 3 seconds. In wallet addresses growing at 888 for that. In the meantime, what Luna One is building is massive. I've seen it. And community testers have been testing it more and more. So this is getting closer and closer to coming out, and with apartments and ships to be sold and so much more that you can choose to activate inside. Tough. And concerts right in your face. Wait till you check all that out. Trust me on that one. I've been doing it on NDA with the Oculus app, I should say, and boom, the best way to put it. Boom, Grove holder, John. Look at this. All right, you can read it. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, but it's going to be amazing with all the different things that they are building in the green ecosystem. APL and GSX mines in Africa for what they're doing in Africa. There's so much there too. The revolutionary Knoxwire versus Swift article on the top of the news site. I'll link this down below so you can read it. If you're not familiar with Knoxwire, you should take a look at what they're doing. I've mentioned it a lot on my video, but when you look at that, you can pause the video and check it all up right there. You should think about it. And in the meantime, has anybody heard of Pepe? Not the Brazilian soccer player, but this right here, well, you know, if you've been around crypto, you've heard about Pepe. And with 233,000 followers, pretty good, right, for the meme? And doing their performance currently at 210% up. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. But when you look at the disclaimer up at the top, Pepe claims that its entire total supply is circulating. There are signs that certain insiders and team members were able to buy 77? Is that 77? I have to brighten up my screen. Yeah, something 7% of the total supply. Minutes after TGE and what was purportedly a fair launch. In view of this, the burden of proof is on Pepe team to demonstrate its entire supply is indeed circulating. What do you think about that? Do you think that that's still a good investment where you can do a meme coin investment and risk it? I'll tell you one thing. There's been a few rug pulls of these newer coins that just came out. I'd be careful of it. But, hey, I'm not your financial advisor. That's the best way to put it. Breaking the price of Bitcoin. Did I buy any Pepe? I'll have to disclose that, won't I? Yes, I did. The price of Bitcoin increased 4 months in a row. Yeah, it's doing pretty good overall. You can't complain about that. Cash App Bitcoin revenue tops 2 billion in the first quarter. That shows you why. There's been so much buying with the stuff going on with the banks, and with a few bigger banks that have failed. The main system is overall strong, but there have been a few big ones that have failed, and that happens. It's good to see that the money's going into Bitcoin and gold. Speaking of money going, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. The Hamas group and Doge, well, how do you ever pronounce that for Israel? Israel seized the crypto accounts from Binance belonging to those individuals that are affiliated with them. How much Bitcoin, how much cryptocurrency do you think Israel has gotten out of these 190 Binance accounts that they got? I wonder. I bet you that the big boys in those groups have quite a bit for their supply. And that would be crazy good for Israel to take that in. It's not really fair, but that's what happens. And in the meantime, talking about all that we just mentioned, and of course the Grove ecosystem, based in Dubai, building a headquarters in Dubai. Not to be dramatic, but that's what it comes down to. It is going to be big with the headquarters being built for the aeroponics, hydroponics, and the ARC systems going out to people with their self-supporting solar system, solar power system for people to use in areas and all of what they're building. It's going to be astounding how Grove ends up. That's all I can say there. And all the other stuff I just talked about. So everybody have a great one, and I'll end up going out on this. Later, guys.